Hello everyone and welcome to a bit of a different one for me, but today is a tactics video. So I'm going to be showing you a tactic based off Spain in real life in the World Cup so far. A bit of a tiki-taka formation with a false 9, those are definitely the key things, and it really is based on Spain. So straight away, if we go into the goalkeeper here, you can see I've got a ball playing goalkeeper when we have possession and just a sweep keeper when we don't. So this really starts off from the back. You do kind of want a goalkeeper who is comfortable with his feet. That's something really important. And the only play instruction I have on is dribble less. Goalkeepers really do seem to get carried away. And you don't want to be conceding those sloppy goals in any sort of game. So yeah, that's straightforward there. The two centre backs, I just simply have one centre back. I feel like that's the best position when you're out of possession. And ball playing centre back kind of sets the way for tiki taka. Kind of how Spain play in real life. A lot of teams play that way in real life as well. So I don't really have any play instructions on for these guys. Yeah, you could argue there's a few. Maybe you don't want them to dribble as much, but I feel like it doesn't make too much of a difference in this game. So I am playing the left attack version. You can play a right attack version as well, so just consider these two wing back roles would be switched around if you want to play on the right attack, if your right winger and your right back are more suited to those roles. So the left back in this one is an inside wing back, so this guy is going to really come into the midfield, and you'll see how that works for the rest of the tactic. So he's going to come into the midfield and get the ball really well and get hold of it. And really help concentrate men within the middle, which is really important. So I've just got shooting on discourage. I don't really like my full box shooting. I know in real life Pedro Porro did actually score at the week in the middle of the week, but that's not something I enjoy. So on the other side, Bogle is going to be as a wing back. He's going to get nice far forward for you, and again shooting on discourage is going to be the attacking outlet, and just have them on full back when they're in defence. So Ampadu, who is the Rodri replacement in the system, is going to be as a deep line playmaker, and you can see he's going to get tons of the ball, going to really get hold of it there and help the team tick. And then just have him on a screening defensive midfielder. He will hold his position there, nice and simple in the back. It's arguable that you could definitely put him into centre back in this formation if you wanted. Someone like Ampadu definitely could play there, but I know a lot of midfielders on this game might not have that ability yet. So next up is Anton Stack. I just have him as a central midfielder. I feel like that's how Spain are played in real life, with someone in that role, just really looking after the ball, going to be able to pass with the ball. I feel like if you've got a few midfielders who can really help you keep the ball, it's going to be great in this formation. And then I've got him as a pressing central midfielder. You could argue you could have your other midfielder doing that role, but I feel like this helps distribute them out a bit better. Maybe positionally wise, you would be better having them doing that. And then next up, you can see Aronson is an attacking playmaker. Hopefully, I haven't skipped past him too much there, but he's also a central midfielder on the other one. So again, with the two wingers, you can swap those around depending on what way you're playing. Make sure the match up with this. But first we have Nonto, and he's going to be staying out wide a bit more. He's going to be based as an inside forward in this formation. I don't have anything set for him, so he's just going to do that. And a wide midfielder dropping back a bit defensively is definitely helpful to have those wingers come back. So it's important to have someone who can play on the right midfield as well. So this is going to be my main goal scorer on the left hand side, playing as an inverted winger. I've got Okafor, who's almost perfect for this. Someone who can almost play as a striker is really great for this. He can also play in that left midfield, so he's a really good player to have in this system. So someone like that, almost like how Yamal's played in real life, as the main man, is really the main thing. So this is something that we've seen from Spain a lot over the years. Someone like Rizbial, I think Dani Olmo's almost played in this role the last few games as well. Playing as that false 9, he's going to distribute passes both out to both wingers. But Brennan Aronson in this one, the attacking playmaker, he's going to be able to pass them out. So you got him as a false 9, and then the central outlet centre forward. So he's just going to stay up there when everyone else is dropping back in defence. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's maybe not the best player for this. You want someone maybe a bit smaller with a bit more pace and a bit more passing and that sort of thing. So just straight onto the instructions now. I've got short passing, higher tempo, narrow counter attack, more expressive, less often, but you could definitely have that onto standard, and then keep ball in play. I don't feel like corners and free kicks are that great on this game, so that's the main reason for that. But yeah, you could definitely, if you feel like you've got a good corner tactic, change that. So dribbling I've got on standard, work ball into box, obviously tiki-taka, you want to keep hold of the ball as much as possible, and discourage long shots. You give the ball away way too much by conceding long shots. So with low crosses, considering maybe you have a small striker, you could put that low. If you want to put it on floated or high because you've got someone a bit bigger in there, maybe you want to do that. But the main people in the box are going to be those wingers. So since we've got that fullback on the right, we are going to be playing with supporting runs on the right, so that'll kind of funnel the ball down that way a lot of the time. So it should create a lot of space on the left-hand side. Obviously, if you're doing it the other way around, you want it on left. So next for dribbling, that's on balance, progress through middle, keep the ball and pass to feet. So play through the line is something that I think is really important. You know, you're going to keep the ball much more. Next, short distribution. You don't want to be kicking it long and losing it, and kick it out to the centre backs. So out of possession, we'll start with overview. That's going to be high press, higher, balanced, more often counter press, and get stuck in. So you could change a few of these. I like get stuck in, but maybe if you don't want to risk that many of your cards, you can have that unbalanced. But definitely, if you're losing a game, feel free to bump all of these up to very high or higher. Next, our trap inside. You're going to have most of your players in there a lot of the time, so definitely try to get those in, and yeah, get the goalkeeper distribution if you can. Get him with that striker that's left up there, and trap inside again. And here, have this unbalanced. You could definitely invite crosses since you're going to have a lot of players in that box, but I would just have it unbalanced. I feel like you're okay either way. You've got enough players dropping back. So finally, I would set the mentality positive. You could even have it on attacking if you're that dominating of a side, but yeah, positive would be great for this. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of people getting forward then, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities to score goals. So the main guy is definitely going to be those wingers. That left winger is going to score tons of goals in this system. So I'll link both of them in the comments. If you've got any other tactics you guys want me to go through, I'll hopefully create some. But yeah, if you guys got any comments, anything like that, please feel free to drop them. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe if you've enjoyed this sort of thing. So you guys, hopefully you can check out some of my other scouting videos as well. If that's something that you're also interested in. I've created a few of those, so those are on my channel.